Have you ever wondered what the impact of a solar storm could be on our technologically advanced world? These celestial tempests, born deep within the fiery furnace that is our sun, have the potential to wreak havoc on our modern society's infrastructure. Imagine a cosmic maelstrom, unfurling its fury from the sun's very heart, powerful enough to interfere with power grids, disrupt satellite communications, and even interrupt our beloved internet. They are not simply intriguing astronomical phenomena to be gazed at and marveled over. These storms are potent events, possessing the ability to significantly influence our daily routine's lives. Consider the potential implications: daily operations thrown into chaos, the rhythm of life disrupted, and the reliability of technology we often take for granted, completely shattered. Yet, to genuinely comprehend the full scope of their potential repercussions, we must delve into an understanding of what these solar storms actually are, what triggers them, and what constitutes their fierce energy. We need to explore the intricacies of their formation, their travel through space, and their interaction with our planet's magnetic field. Our journey starts not with fear but with curiosity, knowledge, and respect for these formidable solar phenomena. Our story begins with understanding what exactly these solar storms are. The sun, a seemingly quiet star, holds within it the power to unleash cosmic chaos. Let's delve deeper into the heart of the matter: solar storms. They're not your average thunderstorms, but a powerful cosmic event that begins right in the core of our very own sun. Born from the intense heat and pressure in the sun's core, these storms are the result of a complex process of nuclear fusion, where hydrogen atoms combine to form helium, releasing a massive amount of energy in the form of light and heat. But it doesn't stop there. The sun's magnetic fields twist and stretch, creating areas of intense magnetic activity known as sunspots. When these sunspots suddenly release their stored energy, we get what's called a solar flare. Imagine a billion nuclear bombs exploding at once. That's the magnitude of energy we're talking about here. These flares are the most powerful bursts of radiation in our solar system, bright enough to be seen from Earth. However, it's not just the solar flares we need to be aware of. The sun also throws out streams of charged particles into space, a phenomenon known as coronal mass ejections, or CMEs. These are enormous bubbles of gas and magnetic fields that can travel at incredible speeds. When these CMEs collide with Earth's magnetic field, they cause what we call a solar storm. Solar storms are not just fascinating cosmic events, they have real-world implications. They can disrupt our satellites, interfere with our power grids, and cause beautiful yet eerie auroras. So the sun, as bright and warm as it is not just a life-giving celestial body. It is also a source of immense cosmic energy that can create chaos in our technologically advanced world. It's like a sleeping giant, peaceful and serene, until it stirs and displays its true power. The sun, calm as it appears, is a ticking time bomb of cosmic proportions. Solar storms aren't a new phenomenon. They've been happening for millions of years. These cosmic tempests, born from the sun's volatile nature, have left their mark on our planet and our history, sometimes in quite dramatic ways. One of the most notable solar storms occurred in the mid-19th century, an event now known as the Carrington event. In 1859, British astronomer Richard Carrington spotted an intense solar flare, a brilliant flash of light on the sun's surface. What followed was a geomagnetic storm of such magnitude that it set telegraph wires ablaze across Europe and North America. The night sky was lit up with auroras, even in places as far south as the Caribbean. The Carrington event was a stark reminder of our vulnerability to our own sun. Fast forward to the 20th century, and we see another example of the power of solar storms. In the late 80s, a significantly large solar flare caused a geomagnetic storm that plunged the entire province of Quebec in Canada into darkness. The Quebec blackout of 1989 lasted 12 hours, affecting millions of people and causing widespread disruption. This event served as a wake-up call, highlighting our increasing reliance on electricity and the potential implications of a solar storm on our modern infrastructure. These are just a couple of examples from our past. There have been many more solar storms, each unique, each leaving its own indelible mark on our world. They remind us of the immense power of our sun, a seemingly distant star with the capability to significantly impact our daily lives. But the effects of these past events pale in comparison to what was to come in 2025. The year was 2025, and the sun had a surprise in store for us. The story of the 2025 solar storm begins, as so many cosmic tales do, with a seemingly innocuous observation. In the early days of January, scientists detected an unusual solar flare. This was not out of the ordinary. Our sun is a dynamic, ever-changing star that regularly produces such flares. But this one was different. It was larger, stronger, and it was headed right for us. As the flare raced across the 93 million miles separating us from our sun, the world watched, waited, and prepared. Scientists knew that when such a solar flare hits our planet, it causes what is known as a solar storm. The charged particles from the sun interact with our Earth's magnetic field, creating a cosmic tempest that can have far-reaching effects. When the solar storm hit, it was like nothing we had ever experienced. The charged particles from the sun collided with our Earth's magnetic field, and the resulting geomagnetic storm was a spectacle to behold. The northern and southern lights, usually confined to the poles, were seen as far south as Florida and as far north as Sydney. The sky was lit up with a cosmic light show that was beautiful, mesmerizing, and a little bit frightening. But the beauty of the celestial spectacle belied the chaos that was unfolding on the ground. Our modern, technology-dependent society was ill-prepared for the onslaught of the solar storm. Satellites, upon which we rely for everything from GPS navigation to television broadcasts, were knocked out of commission. Power grids faltered as the surge of geomagnetic energy overwhelmed their systems. For a time, much of the world was plunged into a technological dark age. The effects were not just confined to our machines. The solar storm had a profound impact on Earth's climate as well. The influx of solar energy caused a spike in global temperatures, leading to a temporary but significant increase in extreme weather events. Hurricanes, heat waves, and wildfires became more frequent and more severe, causing untold damage and disruption. In the aftermath of the storm, we were left to pick up the pieces. We had to rebuild our damaged infrastructure, restore our communication networks, and grapple with the impacts on our climate. It was a stark reminder of just how much we rely on technology and how vulnerable we are to the whims of our sun. The 2025 solar storm was a rude awakening for humanity, reminding us of our vulnerability to cosmic events. The 2025 solar storm was a wake-up call. It showed us how reliant we've become on technology and how vulnerable that makes us. This cosmic event, as devastating as it was, offered us lessons that we could not ignore. The first lesson was about our dependence on technology. Our world, in all its complexity and progress, is deeply intertwined with the digital realm. When the solar storm hit, it disrupted that connection, causing widespread chaos. From communication systems going offline to power grids collapsing, we saw firsthand the consequences of our reliance on technology in the face of a cosmic event. The second lesson was about preparedness. Despite advancements in space weather forecasting, we were caught off guard. The scale and intensity of the storm surpassed our expectations. It was a stark reminder that nature, in all its unpredictability, can still surprise us, and we need to be ready for it. The third lesson was about resilience. In the aftermath of the storm, we saw communities come together, helping each other navigate through the crisis. It was a testament to the human spirit and our ability to adapt and overcome challenges. Following the storm, we've taken significant measures to safeguard against future solar storms. We've invested in improving our space weather forecasting capabilities so we can better predict and prepare for these events. We've also started to harden our infrastructure, making it more resilient to solar storms. This includes everything from power grids to communication networks. Furthermore, we've begun to rethink our approach to technology. We've started exploring ways to reduce our dependence on it, finding a balance between progress and vulnerability. The 2025 solar storm was a cosmic reminder of our place in the universe, and has forever changed the way we look at our sun. It was a humbling experience, reminding us of the forces that exist beyond our world. With the lessons we've learned, we are better equipped to face future cosmic events, ensuring our survival and progress in this vast universe. So, what have we learned about solar storms and their impact? We've delved into the cosmic mysteries of solar storms, learned about their significant influence on society, and revisited the unforgettable event of the 2025 solar storm. We've also discussed the valuable lessons that this cosmic phenomenon has imparted on us. As we navigate our path in the vast cosmos, let's not forget that the universe has countless surprises in store for us, some of which come from our very own sun.